This is Gail Kovac for Gresham Barlow School District. This is Summer School High School Credit Recovery, Algebra 1B, and Learning Target number 13. I can simplify expressions using the quotient property of exponents. Fancy schmancy term that we're going to see what it actually means by expanding it out. So in this case, what I want to do is I have a quotient here, I have a ratio, I've got a fraction, and I just want to clean it up and simplify it. I mean, look at this beast over here. My goodness, what do we even do with that? So, like I said before, when in doubt, expand it out. If you know what an exponent means, then you can easily clean up these problems without having to think about it too much. So this power number up here, that's means multiplied to itself twice. So I'm going to actually write that out. That's going to be r times r. And on the bottom, I've got a 2. And then I've got 3 r's that I'm multiplying all together. 1, 2, 3. All right, relatively simple enough. Now, something to note here with these ratios. Remember, the top is multiply and the bottom is divide. So imagine I'm multiplying by r and then I'm dividing by r. Those are inverse operations and they essentially cancel each other out. Times by a number and divide by the same number gets you right back to where you started. So essentially, we don't need that. Wait a minute, I've got another groups of r's that I can get rid of as well. Here. Anything else I can clean up? No, I can't cancel a 2. There's no 2 upstairs, and all the r's are gone. I'm left with 1 downstairs. So let's see what I'm left with when I clean all this up. All right, on the top, I don't see anything. All the r's are gone. Let's see what's on the bottom. I've got a 2, and I've got just 1 r. So is that it? Do I put a 0 up here because there's nothing left? Remember, we're doing repeated multiplication, so I want to know what my multiplicative identity is. That is not 0, that's your additive identity. Your multiplicative identity is 1. Anything times 1 is itself. So once everything is gone, there is a lonely 1 in its place. So that is your answer. I wonder how I could have gotten that answer without having to do all the work of expanding it out and canceling stuff. Although students kind of like the expanding out and canceling stuff. It just feels very gratifying for some reason. That's okay. All right, let's see. I had 2 of them upstairs and I had 3 of them downstairs. I think the biggest number that I could cancel of them is 2. And then one of them will be left downstairs because there's a bigger number here just by 1. So 1 will be left over downstairs. Oh, that's what I got. Both of the r's upstairs cancel and 2 of them downstairs cancel. There'll be 1 left and that 2 will still remain. So really we say that you can subtract the exponents and you can leave it just like that. Find the difference between the two, knowing that you're going to be canceling some groups out. Let's see if we can use that same idea right here without having to expand it out. And then I'm going to be a glutton for punishment and I'm going to expand it all out and just make sure that we've done it right. All right, let's see. I've got the constants of 4 and 3. Well, I can't really reduce a 4 and a 3, so I think what's going to remain here on top is a 4, and on the bottom is a 3. Now, if this happened to be like 6 upstairs or something, then you can reduce a 6 and a 3, and 6 divided by 3 would be 2. You'd be left with a 2 upstairs, but we've got 4 and 3. The greatest common factor of 4 and 3 is just 1, so that'll be itself. All right, so now I've got m's, n's, and p's. Let's do these one at a time. I've got 4 m's upstairs and 2 of them downstairs. The smaller number is 2. That means that there's 2 groups of them that I can cross off upstairs and downstairs. So 2 groups. All of the m's downstairs are going to be gone, and I'm going to have, 2 of them left over? I had 4, but I crossed off 2, so I'm going to have 2 of them left over upstairs. All right. 2 m's left over upstairs. All the ones downstairs will be gone. I'm not going to bother to write that. All right, let's check out the n's. All right, the n's have a difference of 1. I'll have 3 of them upstairs and 2 of them downstairs. The smaller number is 2, so I can cross off 2 groups at the top and bottom, and I'm going to be left with just 1 upstairs. The difference there is 1. Now you can write that exponent of a 1 if you would like, or if you want to just leave it off, that's fine too. I like to see the exponent personally as a teacher, because then I'll know that, oh, you did 3 minus 2, and it's not just like an n that you weren't thinking about. All right, now let's do the p's. Ooh, it looks like my bigger number for p is downstairs this time. So I'm going to have 3 of them upstairs, 4 of them downstairs. I'm going to be able to cross off 1, 2, 3 groups. Then I'll run out of p's upstairs, and I'll be left with just 1 more downstairs. So I'm going to put the p down here, p to the first power. So again, like I said, you don't necessarily have to do these exponents of 1. I think probably for any other teacher, and I did that line too long, didn't I? Any other teacher may say, oh, you can't write the 1s, and you know, that's fine, that's their thing. But that should be the answer here. Now let me just expand that out, make sure that I was right. Now I'm going to need a big old line. All right, I've got a 4, and then 4 m's. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 3 n's and 3 p's. Oh, that wasn't too bad to write out, actually. All right, now I've got a 3 and 2 m's, 2 n's, and 4 p's. Now I get to take my red pen and start crossing stuff off. I like doing this. All right, 4 and 3 I can't touch, but here's one group of m's. Another group of m's. Oh, I run out down here, and I've got 2 more upstairs. Yeah, I did that right. Nice. Now let's look at the n's. All right, 1 group, 2 group, and oh, I ran out downstairs, and I got 1 more upstairs. Yes. Now the p's. Pew, pew, pew. And oop, ran out upstairs. It looks like I got 1 more downstairs. Yep, there's that 1 more downstairs. All right, so upstairs I got a 4, 2 m's, and an n. A 4, 2 m's, and an n. Brilliant. Downstairs I've got a 3 and a p. 3p. There you go. It all makes sense. So when in doubt, if you're not sure what to do, expand it out and just know you can start canceling things that are similar. Or you can think and just do a little bit of subtraction and make sure the remainder is wherever that higher value was. 4 is bigger than 2, 2 more upstairs. And I keep saying upstairs and downstairs, numerator upstairs, denominator downstairs. There's your fancy terms, etc. But once you do all that subtraction, you find the differences and your remainders are in the numerator or in the denominator, then that should be about it.